Hi, this is M.Moua, a student in Dr. Ainsworth 721 class. I'm going to do a quick verbal journal to Simon Sinek's video on the golden circle of why, how, and what. So first off, I ask myself, why are we doing what we're doing at school? Why am I site leader at a middle school? Is it for fame? Is it for money? Or is it just because? And I think about that, and also I think about the things that we're doing at my school site. For example, the advisory period. Why do we need it? Well, we need it because it is to have protected time for our students to learn from our teachers, and also use the Positivity Project curriculum to build character, and also have discussions in our class to build a more positive and a kinder campus culture and community. And so that also is another time that our counselors can utilize that time to register students, and we're not impeding into the staff's instructional minutes. So why we're doing what we're doing, and that's something that my teachers have come to realization that there is protected time and they still have their instructional minutes. And so they're believing now that that is a good thing, because it is something new that we're trying this year. And at first, they were hesitant, but now that they're utilizing and they're seeing the benefits and the relevance of that, that's incredibly important. That's what Simon Sinek talks about, is you can, when you give them the why, at first they're probably not going to really understand it, but once you start talking about it more, reiterating, and you start sharing your belief with them, then it becomes their belief, and they now have an investment in that. And so I think it's incredibly important as a site leader to know that it's good to give the why behind the what. It's important to give the why behind the what. It's always easy to give the what, but it's what about the why, and it's how we're going to do that. And so I've learned, and I've come to realization that the work that I do is not for me, but it's also really for the folks that I lead. And when I lead folks on my school site, whether it be our teachers or our staff members or our students and even our parents, I need to be able to really believe in what it is that I'm trying to do. And then they start to believe in that, and it becomes something that they're invested in. They take ownership of it, and that becomes them, and that's personalizing it for them. And so, I always ask myself where, before doing anything, I run it by my administrative team or my parents or teachers or students, and getting their feedback. But I've also realized too that there's times where if I don't give them the why, and I forget to give them the why, I'm learning that it usually flops, or it usually doesn't go as well. And so I'm now being more cognizant, like the golden circle of starting from the inside and then going out, which is the why, and then how are we going to do it, and what is it that we're trying to do? What product are we trying to achieve? And so I really like Simon Sinek's visual on that. And I think that's something that I will continuously use, and always give the why behind the what. I think it's easier said than done, but being cognizant now of what I need to do as a site leader, and I'm giving them the why behind the what. Is important to the work that I do. And sometimes we have to ask ourselves, why is it that we're in education? Is it because we sell hope? Or is it because that's what we're used to doing? Or is it because, you know, we just think that's the easiest thing to do as a career? So those are things that we ask ourselves. And I think Simon Sinek puts it very well of, understanding that, and how the brain works, and the human brain works, which is why it's important to focus on the why. And so when we choose to lead, and it's when we choose to lead, we start with the why, and we have the ability to inspire others around us, and then the hope is for them to, and the belief is that they inspire others around them. And so I think that again, he has a lot of important points, but with just a small journal entry, I was able to pick up some of those key points in the work that I'm currently doing with my site right now.